It's Week 8 of the National Football League.
And we've got the Dolphins' creative quarterback. He was a tour de force a week ago. 6 passing touchdowns.
It's the Dolphins and the Bills.
And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Glad to be enjoying another week of football. And Charles, this is a contest that should make a former defender like yourself very happy, that's for sure, because we got a pair of top 5 defenses in the NFL squaring off. And opportunities to score, well, they figured to be extremely limited.
And partner, you know, my smile is wide because this is a lot of fun for a guy like me to watch, as you noted. And if there's something else that we both know that these teams take pride in, it's how other defense have done to controlling games and putting them in a position to win. Something else they're proud of, though, how high they rank in the league. And they're trying to use this game to move up in those rankings and become the top defense in the league.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guy's because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game. First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Allen going to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
And his kick here is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Partner, you know how guys always tell us it's not about the numbers, it's about the win. It's about the numbers, too. Almost 400 yards passing by him last week. What can he do in this one?
Well, earned him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Maybe he'll try to get 400-plus here and duplicate that honor again.
Come on. Hey.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Watkins. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one is caught. It's Patton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
On 1st and 10, Watkins. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free. That was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Watkins. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. A handoff for Hall. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. In motion goes the tight end. He finds his man, complete. It's Connor. Touchdown! Tanner Connor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Allen now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Allen's throw is complete. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On play action, Allen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right, because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher, because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He connected on all 5 of his throws on that opening drive and finished it with a touchdown pass as they begin here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Hall again. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Watkins. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
18 Radley. 19 Sykes. 79 Broncos. Trap 50.
Throwing on 1st down. Watkins. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing is Allen on third. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Watkins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll run on first down with Singletary. A final shot before half for Allen. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And late in the first half, it's the Broncos who are out on top. Christian Watson, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. A touchdown pass for Trevor Lawrence. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. The Chiefs still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bills, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Watkins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready.
On first down, Watkins. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw on second down, Watkins. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Off play action, Watkins. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. In motion, Hill. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 8 yards out. And the Dolphins, on the final play of the third quarter, have taken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. pass now to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose runner.
Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back, and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. In motion, the tight end. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Watkins. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. 60 boxes, 50 boxes. 17, cut 19, cut 19.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight there on the other side. Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Watkins. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. and that's what it actually turns into, a heave, and that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So the Dolphins now down by 11. A minute 47 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Buffalo, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they dip to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.